Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be doing the 10k slash 1 year service on my Triumph Scrambler 900. So we've got all of our servicing bits up here. It's basically an oil change. So we've got our good old Castrol Power 1 10W40 oil, OEM Triumph oil filter and washer, high flow air filter, and a couple of NGK spark plugs. Shout out to Motomania on eBay for providing those. There we go. Prerequisites that I've done for mine is the Abba Skylift stand. That's just to make my life easier because I'm 40 years old and I still skateboard and my knees are nowhere near in shape as what they should be. So yeah, that's just to help me out there. Otherwise, say this bike's got a centre stand, so it's perfectly doable with the centre stand. It just means I'll be working down on the floor a bit, but with the bike in the air, it's a little bit easier to work on. So yeah, I've done that. And I've taken off the side panel from this side. I haven't bothered the other side. I don't think I'm going to need to, but I'm sure we'll find out when we come to do the air filter. Excuse the mess in the garage that you can probably see. I haven't had a chance to tidy up yet. I've still got bits all over the place from when I did the cylinder head rebuild on the CRF. So yeah, that's for another day. So yeah, and yeah, the only requirement on this side for the Skylift is taking off the sprocket cover to get access to this mounting point there. Otherwise, we're good to go. So let's get to it. First of all, I have run the engine for just 5 minutes to warm the oil up a little bit, just so it flows out a bit easier. That is all. So let's get started. In fact, first what I need to do is just, if I can get to it without burning my fingers, as the exhaust cooled down. Yeah, the exhaust cooled down a bit now. Where are we? Get to the oil filler cap and just crack it open. I read apparently that helps. That helps just getting all the oil out. Right, it should be a 8mm Allen bolt hex head thing, and it is right here, and the oil filter is right next to it. So yeah, let's crack this open. And when I say crack, I just mean loosen it off, not physically crack the damn metal. There we go. Right, things are about to get messy. In fact, we've been the drain pan up. As we undo that with our fingers, there we go. And we'll just put that there on that rag. Well, I say rag, it's an old Scrambler t-shirt. There we go. There's only a couple of bits I'm not sure on how to do this, but we'll see when we get to it. One is getting access to the airbox, which I'm sure won't be difficult on this bike. By the looks of it, yeah, it is, I think. The other is if I can reset the service light with my Tune ECU software. Right, come off easily. They didn't over tighten it. Thank you, Triumph. Right, that's the tool off. I'll do it by hand now. What's the betting? Get another rag that is probably going to drip over the support arm of the Abba stand. Prepare for that. By putting that there. Aha. Oh yeah, it was going to make a mess. It is making a mess. There, it's off. Just a little bit of mess, but we'll pop that into a plastic bag and have that ready to go to the tip for safe and correct disposal. Right, whilst that's just dripping off the last few bits, let's try and get at the airbox. Alright, so to get into the airbox, or to get to the air filter, there's a couple of screws on there, and then yeah, basically the cartridge just goes in here. So I think all we've got to do is remove this hose, and then we should be able to get to the screws to undo them. Simply pull the air filter out and put the new one in. It looks like that should be all. So let's get that off now. Unfortunately, I can't find my proper long nose pliers, so I'm going to have to try and compromise with these rusty ones here with the bent nose ones. Hopefully they'll do the job. Not ideal. Feels... Oh, that's alright. There we go. Right. Let's pull that off, and now they're jammed. There we go. Should that just pull out? Yep. Okay, I managed it. I just couldn't be holding the camera at the same time. And there is also there's a little... I can't get in there with the camera, but there is a screw behind here. Because, yeah, that doesn't seem to want to go. Or is it? It's not Torx, is it? Oh, no, it's a Torx, that's why. I thought it was an Allen bolt. It's not. It's a Torx. There we go. That's more like it. Just about turning by hand now. There we go, we're out. That's it. It's out. So yeah, that was the annoying screw, but there, that's out of the way now. Okay, let's loosen these off just to get them started. I can get the bottom one, I think. Not got much room to wiggle though, so let's go around the other side, take the side panel off and go from there. So let's just pop this off. Right, there we go. Right, side panel off. Let's see how... Right, I can see it. Can we get to it? Oh, just about. Maybe. Putting it back on is going to be fun. I can literally go like one click at a time. That sucks. Can we get to the other one that's just that little bit higher up? Would it be easier to remove the rear brake fluid reservoir? No, there's something else in the way. Oh, there's one of the electrical bits that are in the way. Damn it! If I remove the brake, just remove that, just so I can move it out of the way. That should give me better access. But yeah, getting to this bolt here is going to be the toughest one. So for that, we need a Torx 30, I'm going to guess. T30. Oh, what a guess. First try. Oh, there's not much clearance between them. If that's going to get as small as this undoes. Why is that getting tighter? Yeah, that is getting tighter. It's probably got a build-up of crap behind it. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's not drop it, because if it falls down below, it could go into the oil. And then we'll have a bad day. Right. That's out the way. Hopefully that cap is pretty liquid tight. In fact, I'm just going to put the bolt back in. Why'd they put red Loctite on it? Triumph, why do you do this? Okay, I suppose you don't really need to service this thing, so you shouldn't really have to take this off, so yeah, red Loctite makes sense. But things like, I've had it before where, yeah, there's red Loctite in the bar end, the bar end weights on my old Scrambler, and the bolt head for it was like a 3mm Allen bolt, and it just, yeah, it just turned to cheese. It was not fun. So I was like, why? Most people do things with the bar ends, they add accessories on the bar ends. Why put red Loctite on it? So yeah, accessing the air filter, it's still, I'd say it's still definitely easier. I mean, the next time I do this, I'll be quick, because I know what I'm doing this time, I know how to do it. It's just took me a bit longer whilst I figure out how to get to it. It's still easier than what it is on the Tiger, because yeah, the Tiger you have to have the tank off and all the rest of it. To get the tank off, you have to take the beak off and all the side trimmings and stuff. So yeah, this, at least there's a lot less of that, and like the panels on this just literally just pull off. It's a lot easier to work on. So yeah, the Scrambler is certainly easier on the servicing. Also, because this is newer, the airbox screws are a lot more. They're a lot tighter on this, whereas on the Tiger, because it's been on and off so many times in its lifetime, the plastic that these screws go into is obviously worn out a bit. So the screws are practically they barely grip on. There we go. Right, I've got it. Fingers. Right, that's that side out. Let's go around the other side and get the other two. I did have gloves on, but they didn't last long. I just didn't bother putting any new ones on. Never mind. There we go. We have access. Oh no, it just pulls. Ah, right, okay, it's in its own little cartridge thing. Yummy. Not too bad, but yeah, definitely needed doing. Put that in the bin straight away. So yeah, it should be just a case of popping the new one back into that housing. Simple as. And then slide it back in. Job's a good one. Do them all back up, and that's the air filter. That's the air filter done. And yeah, these do not need to be tight at all, because you don't want to just rip the plastic bits that they screw into. That's the air filter cover back on. So now we can just put this hose assembly back on. Let's see. I think. Yeah, pop it over the connectors and then line the screw up. Unnecessarily long screw, I think. There we go. There's the resistance. Right, airbox done. Go. Right, I did take the seat off earlier just because I thought I might need to, but actually we've not needed to, so put that back on. There we go. Pop them back over here. Must not forget to put the brake fluid reservoir back on. I will just have to check the if there's a torque specification for this bolt. I mean, I'm sure it's not much. I'll check the torque for that in case we do need to torque it up to anything specific, but I've done that up as much as I feel it needs to. The oil definitely drained out by now. I think next we're just going to do the spark plugs. So whilst we're over this side, we'll have a look at those. Now the spark plugs aren't a requirement in the thing, it just says to check them at 10,000 miles. I don't really know what I'm looking at with spark plugs, how to tell if they're good or bad, really. I mean, I'll look at them, and if it looks alright, I mean, as far as I know, it should be fine. But what I'm going to do is, because they're cheap enough anyway, I might as well just replace them anyway, then I know it's got fresh spark plugs in. Right, so I should just pop off, shouldn't it? Yep, there we go. Pops off there. We've got our spark plug socket there, and oh, now am I better? So I'm just being wary of not scratching the tank. That is awfully close. I think, well, just because it is close to the top. I think we can get away with just putting it straight on there. I think that's going to be safer. Yeah, there we go. Again, not much wiggle room. Okay, there we go. That. Ooh. Can the camera focus? Hopefully. Anyway, that's the spark plug. I'm struggling to get it to focus. Come on. I mean, this is an action camera. It's not really meant for particular focusing. I mean, it's a little bit black there, but otherwise seems okay. Oh, there's a bit of white. Oh, is that just marker paint? I'm not sure. Either way, we're changing them. LMAR8A9. LMAR8A9. Yep, we got the correct ones. So, out with the old, in with the new. Let's get that started. Now, usually with this, I would get like a bit of hose or something and a rubber hose over the top just to put in, just to make sure I'm not cross-threading it. Let's just see how this feels initially. In fact, because they're actually quite shallow. You just do it by hand here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely feels all right there. Because yeah, the worst thing you can do is cross-thread one of these. Okay, according to the owner's manual, 12 Newton meters of torque. It's hardly worth getting the torque wrench out for, but let's do it properly. That's 11, 11 and a half, 12. I mean, it's probably already that. No, maybe not, just a little bit more. Okay, it's more than I thought. There it is. I was going to say any moment now it should do. If not, I'm going to get worried because that's going to feel too tight. Right, that one's in. Let's pop the thingy back on. The lead back on. So yeah, good thing being a parallel twin. Yeah, I don't have to take the tank off to access the spark plugs. Excellent. Definitely way easier than the Tiger to service. Right, now I'll just do this side. There we go, and yeah, same sort of situation with that one by the looks of it. Seems okay, probably fine for ages, but I've bought new ones and might as well put them in. That's clicked on there. Right, that is the spark plugs done. What I'm going to do is just drop one into the engine. Oh, where did that go? What I was going to say is I'm just going to pop them into the box and I'm just going to hang on to that in case these new ones don't work or something like that. Where did that go? That's all right, I got it. No drama. So yeah, the only thing I'm not really going to do that it says to do is just clean and inspect the throttle bodies. I'm not going to bother with that. I mean, it's running fine, so I don't think I need to go to the hassle of getting that all off. That will probably, I'll save that for the next big service, which is going to be like, you know, valve clearances and all that lot. So I might as well have that done. Yeah, that will probably go to Billy's or Triumph or something. Well, no, probably not Triumph because I can't afford it. But yeah, that'll probably go to Billy's or somewhere for that to be done on that one. So really, yes, it's just new oil time. Okay, next, so what I'm going to do is just give the bit of a clean up around the drain plug and oil filter area, because there's a bit of a build-up of tar here from, well, as I mentioned in, what was it, the review video, I think. Yeah, there's quite a few streaks under there of tar, so I'm at least going to just clean up the, whack a load of WD around there, and we'll just spray some up there, just to clean it out. Let's not get any inside, but just around the around the edges, just so I've got something to work with. Yeah, just clean this crap out, just so it's a bit cleaner. Okay, so first things first is let's get the drain plug and get the new washer on there. New filter and yeah, new washer is sellotaped to the top of the box there, which is a good idea for packaging because I ordered a oil filter and plug for my Volvo, and that turned up the washer was missing, so they had to send me another one. Apparently they had taped it to the filter, but it was nowhere to be found in the packaging, so yeah, they had to send another one out. Yeah. Dip that in there, just to give it a coating of oil. Okay. Bit of clean oil on the new washer, and we're ready to screw that back in. Oh, we had a little bit more drippage coming out there. Yeah, I did check, and it is 25 Newton meters for the sump plug. And just so happens my torque wrench, this torque wrench, goes all the way up to 25. And then my bigger torque wrench starts from 28. So anything between 25 and 28, I'm kind of screwed. Where is the bit? So it's still set at 12 on the spark plug. We'll work our way up. There. 12. Let's jump up. What the hell? 15. I don't think the bit was quite in properly there. Right, there we go. Locked in. Oh, that's 15 already. No movement there. So that's 21. 20, 23. No! That's not supposed to happen. That dropped into the oil. We're going to have a bad day. Great. I was about to say I should probably move this oil out of the way before I drop something in it. Where is it? I got it. It's fine. Damn it. I was like, oh no, I won't move it away because there's probably still a little bit more drips to come. So we'll do the oil bolt up, and then we'll do the drain plug up and then move it. And I'll move it and empty it, because last time I moved it out of the way and then I later nearly stepped in it. I sort of kicked it and spilt a little bit. So yeah, that wasn't fun. Right, did that bit right. 25 all the way. 25. There, right. We're done. And then we're just going to do the oil filter, which I believe is, there probably is a torque setting for it, but it's literally hand tight. So I'm just going to put a bit of fresh oil around the gasket. There we go. And then we'll put some clean oil, fill it up with some clean oil. Can we go a bit more? Tiny bit more. Oops. Spilt a bit. I'm trying to give it a wipe around, so if it is leaking, it'll be obvious. And I basically tidy it up as much as I can by hand, and then that's it. It's usually going to be plenty. Now I could get the oil filter socket on there and just give it a tiny bit of a turn from there, but it's usually that should be fine. Right, yeah, it's because the high level exhaust. Filling it with oil is a bit of a biatch, so that's why I've got one of these silicon funnels, which hopefully I can get into the hole. Hopefully it's tall enough. Try not to tear it on the bolt. This is going to be an awkward one. This ain't go. Oh wait. Right, we've got it there, but how can we get the oil in there without making a mess? We need a second funnel. Oh, I've got. Oh, actually, a milk bottle, an old milk bottle carton. So if we can get that in there. Maybe I do need to take that one off on this side. I think that's going to be advisable. Right, is that torqued or an Allen key? That is an Allen key. Right, quite fiddly to get to that. Oh, in fact, I've just realised what I should do is move that funnel out of the way, because if that falls off, it's going to go into the funnel and into the oil, into the engine. So let's move it. In fact, let's be ultra sure and we'll put the oil cap back on just for a moment, because if that goes in there, I am screwed. Almost got it. There we go. Ooh. Okay, let's give us not much more space. I'm thinking about it, I probably should have left that disconnected, because that would probably give me a bit more room as well. Oh, we know for next time. It's all knowledge is power and all that. Right, this is tedious. I'm going to switch to a ratchet. What size are those? 5mm Allen key. Right, got it. Okay, that's looking better. Right, filler cap off. Funnel in the hole. Check. Milk bottle in the funnel. Squeeze that into it. Right, if we do this. That just gives us a little bit more room to play with the filler. Oh, it splashed over the top. Damn it. Just want to avoid that. I can see down the... I'm not going to move the camera because this is going to interrupt my flow. But I can see down into the funnel, so if it is starting to overflow in the funnel. But it's not, so it's flowing in nicely. Right, how are we doing? Oh, not a bad guess. We're just above a litre left. Let's just make sure that we have no leaks. So there's a tiny bit there, but that's probably existing stuff on the because yeah, when I was doing the oil filter up, I think a little bit that I'd filled the filter up with had spilt out the sides. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that in case any more appears. And then the drain plug and wipe. It still looks a bit wet, but I think that's just the way it is. Yeah, there is nothing up there in the sight glass yet, so still a way to go. I must have stopped it just as like the oil level was probably like just below here at some point when I stopped, and now I've carried on. It is, I don't know how well the camera can see it, but it's right at the very top there. So once the engine, well, once it's all settled, it should hopefully be around the midway mark, if not just above. But yeah, there's plenty in there now, so I can fire it up, let it do a bit of heat cycle and stuff, and we'll check for leaks. Okay, oh, that's it. Oil cap is back on. I think we are ready just to fire it up. So yeah, we'll fire up, make sure everything's okay. We'll let it do some yeah, warming up and stuff. Hopefully I've got the oil about right, because if I have to top it up some more, I'm gonna need to wait for that for the exhaust to cool down before I can go back in there and put the funnel back in and stuff. Yeah, that's my own fault for choosing something with a high level pipe, but it's worth it because yeah, high level pipes are cool. So yeah, I'll fire it up. I'll take all this off the seat so it doesn't vibrate off. Pop underneath for now. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll check for leaks, and also whilst it's warming up, I'm going to pour that into an old bottle ready to take to the tip. With 2 hands to start this thing. Right. No leaking from the sump plug, which is great. There's a slight bit coming from the filter here, so I might just need to just tighten it up just that tiny bit more. But I mean, it could still be sort of excess that was on here from when I filled it up. But yeah, just to be safe, I am going to, because I can't really do much with my fingers anymore, so I'm just going to literally get the socket. Just give it a slight tweak. Okay, just gonna give it a little turn like that. That should be enough. I'll get the damn tool off. There we go. Hopefully that should be fine. So we'll check on that again in a few minutes. We'll get a chance to leak out again. Also, we need to let it cool down. The level has returned to. Let's get the light on. That's looking more like the right level, so that should be fine. Get out of here, Steven Seagull. Yeah, I just need to put all this bit back together, so we'll do that whilst it's cooling down. I think I can. Yeah, I'll do what I can, but I'm not going to go and burn my hand on the exhaust. So yeah, I'm just going to put all that back together now. Don't need the camera on for that, so we'll yeah. What the? Get off my car, you butthead! This cheeky sod. Hey, get out of here. That's it. You can go on the roof. Don't mind that. Just stay off my car, because they crap on my car and it's ruining the paintwork. Right, let's do this, and then yeah, we'll be back. All right, so far so good. There is no more leaks. The oil filter is now clean. There's no leaks from the sump plug there. So yeah, I think we're all good. The oil level is about right. I imagine that's probably going to creep up a little bit as everything sort of returns to the bottom of the sump. But yeah, that is good. If anything, maybe slightly too much oil, but yeah, it's fine. That's fine, that is. Cool. Right, I forgot, I did need to have the seat off because we need to get to the diagnostic port to attempt to reset the service light. So let's see how we get on with that. Well, that's unfortunate. We couldn't do the service light reset. So unfortunately, to figure out what I'm going to do about that one, whether I buy the software or just drop it into like Billy's motorcycle. So I'm sure if I just probably say, look, can you just reset? I've done the oil change and everything. Can you just reset the light for another 10k or a year? We'll see what they say, and then I'll just, I don't know. Hopefully they'll decide, oh, yeah, it gives 20 quid or something. We'll see. But yeah, otherwise we are all good. We can take it down off the lift in a moment. There's one final check for leaks, but I'm pretty sure, pretty confident we're all good. Yeah, it's all looking good. Right. All I need to do now, is take it down off the lift and tidy up everything. So I'm not going to bother putting that in a video because that's boring. So yes. Alright, pretty much all done. One thing I forgot to mention was obviously the lubricating of the pivot points, the side stand, pivot points and the spring and all that lot. I did all that a couple of weeks ago before the big trip that I did on this. So that's already been done quite recently, so I didn't need to do that today. But it's been done quite recently, so that's fine. All good apart from the service light. That's all we've got to figure out what I'm doing about that now. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope that was useful. So, if you've got one of these or one of the similar models, at least you've kind of got an idea of how easy it is to do the basic servicing on it. It's very easy. The spark plugs are easily accessible. The airbox is a little bit tricky, but it's not. Now I've done it, I can do it a lot quicker next time. Now I know what I've got to do. Oil change, dead easy. It's nice that the oil filter screws up underneath rather than on the side like some of them. I prefer it that way because then you can fill the new filter up with new oil and put it in, whereas the ones on the side you sort of end up spilling a lot of it if you're not too careful. So yeah, all in all, pretty easy. I mean, it's took me probably 2 hours to do, but I've also been managing the camera as well, so I think if I was doing it completely focused, I could easily cut that time down a lot. So yeah, not too bad really. So yeah, not too time consuming, cheap to do. I said all the parts came to under £85. So that's for 4 litres of oil, the Triumph oil filter, sump plug, and a pair of spark plugs and the air filter. So yeah, dead easy. The next service will need the fuel filter changing and a few other extra bits. So yeah, there'll be a little bit more involved on that one, but I think that's going to be more of a bigger service. So that's probably what I'll say. Drop it off somewhere, get a professional to do it, get it done properly. But yeah, otherwise the interim ones, just do it yourself. Save a lot of money. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.